Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a story that's hard to believe, a story about how laughter can destroy a family more than screams. This is a story about betrayal, which I heard not with my eyes, but with my ears, and about what I did after. I always believed our family was unbreakable. Alice and I had been together for 10 incredible years. We survived poverty, endless moves, sickness, and countless challenges together. After everything we'd been through, I truly thought she would never betray me. How naive I was. But destruction often begins with the smallest details. She started staying late, at work more frequently. Her phone remained permanently on silent mode, protected by a password I didn't know. Whenever I entered a room, Alice would quickly hide her screen, as if guarding some precious secret. I desperately tried to convince myself it was just my imagination playing tricks. That exhaustion and stress were making me unreasonably suspicious of the woman I loved. Maybe I was losing my mind. Maybe years of routine had made me paranoid about losing what we had built together. But deep down, something felt terribly wrong. Then came that fateful day when I returned home earlier than usual. The house felt different somehow, charged with an energy that didn't belong. As I approached our bedroom, I heard something that made my blood freeze, her laughter. But this wasn't just any laugh. It was bright, alive, musical, the kind of genuine joy she hadn't shared with me in months. I pressed myself against the wall, my heart pounding so violently I was certain they would hear it. Every beat felt like thunder in my chest. "You're absolutely crazy," she was saying between bursts of that beautiful, heartbreaking laughter. "If he ever finds out about this." "He won't," came a man's voice. Deep, confident, completely unfamiliar. "He trusts you completely, doesn't he?" The words hit me like a physical blow. This wasn't a friend's voice, not a family member, not anyone I recognized. This was a complete stranger, in our bedroom, in our sacred space. I didn't burst through the door. I didn't confront them. Instead, I stood there like a statue, forced to listen as they joked together, as he whispered things that made her laugh again and again. Each second felt like a blade twisting deeper into my soul. Time moved like thick honey. Every whispered word, every soft laugh, every quiet sound from our bedroom felt like another piece of my heart being torn away. I had become a prisoner in my own home, trapped behind a wall, listening to my marriage crumble in real time. When they finally left, the silence was deafening. I waited several more minutes, making sure they were truly gone, before I found the courage to enter our bedroom. The space felt contaminated, foreign. There on our bed lingered the faint scent of his cologne, a smell that didn't belong in our intimate space. On the nightstand sat a wine glass with traces of red liquid still clinging to the bottom. Evidence of their secret world right there in plain sight. In that moment, I felt something inside me die forever. I said nothing to her that evening, not a single word about what I had discovered. Instead, I began planning my escape with methodical precision. For several days, I watched her live as if nothing had happened, as if our world hadn't just exploded. She moved through our routines with such casual ease, making coffee, asking about my day, even sharing small moments of apparent affection. But now I could see it all differently. Every gesture felt like an act, every smile like a carefully crafted lie. Then one quiet morning, I made my decision. I placed everything on the kitchen table. Our house keys, the prepared paperwork, and a single note written in my steadiest handwriting. Asterisk, you were laughing while I was listening. Now you can laugh alone. Asterisk. I walked out of that house without looking back, leaving behind 10 years of memories, dreams, and the sound of her laughter that would haunt me forever. Sometimes the most powerful response to betrayal isn't anger or confrontation. It's the dignity of a silent goodbye. The door closed behind me with a soft click, and I began walking toward whatever life waited on the other side of heartbreak. Sometimes silence is louder than words. I didn't make a scene, I didn't scream, I didn't break the dishes. I just left. What do you think is the right thing to do in such a situation, fight or leave? Write in the comments. And remember, new stories are coming soon.